Welcome back to Toledo's most fun, local, and positive 9 a.m. show, Good Day.
So take pure acceleration, lightning fast runs, unbelievable reaction time, and head-to-head competition. What do you get? Well, one of the fastest forms of motorsports racing.
Yeah, we have NHRA driver Austin Prock joining us this morning. You drive really fast.
Yes, yeah, the fastest in my category.
I think I read here a 341.68 miles per hour.
You got it right.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Wow, so you've been doing this forever, since you can reach a pedal, huh?
Yeah, I started racing when I was 10 years old, but as soon as I could think, I knew I wanted to drive a race car. So worked really hard at it my entire childhood, and in 2019 I got the shot to go professional. So it's been a hell of a ride.
Awesome. So this runs in your family, though. So you grew up around racing. You probably were at the racetrack all the time, yeah?
Yeah, my family started racing back in 1930, and every one of us Procks have done it professionally since. So I was at a racetrack when I was 2 weeks old, and I've been there pretty much, from then on out.
Since then.
What was it like growing up on a racetrack?
It was great, My mom always says, it takes a village to raise a kid, and there's a lot of great people in motorsports. And, I have a lot of longtime friends that I consider family out at the racetrack. And, to me, I wouldn't want it any other way.
Yeah. So you mentioned your family has been racing since 1930. Cars
coming up on 100 years.
Yeah,
Wow.
100 years. Cars were completely different and it clearly couldn't go nearly as fast as they can now. But what does that mean to you to continue on that legacy?
It's really special, but it's all that I really know. I always say that it's in my blood, and I truly believe that. Like I said, as soon as I could think, all I wanted to do was drive a race car. And my brother, as soon as he could think, all he wanted to be was a crew chief on a race car. And we get to race together today. My dad tunes the race car. I drive it. Both my brothers work on my race car. So, it's just what our family does. And I hope that my children and my brother's children will also continue the legacy.
It's a family affair.
Yeah.
We saw some video of you just a little bit ago. If we can pop that back up. You drive so fast, and I was just in awe just watching some of this video. Like, what is it like when you sit behind the driver's seat, behind the wheel? Like, what's going through your mind right there? I'm a pretty outgoing person, but when I'm in that race car, I kind of turn into a different human being. I become really fierce and competitive, and you have to be so focused to drive one of these race cars because they're accelerating so quickly. By the time I get to that yellow jag sign, I'm already doing 100 miles an hour. Wow.
And by the time I get to the finish line, I'm doing 330 miles an hour. So it's the fastest accelerating vehicle on the planet. And we hold the record for the fastest funny car run ever, 341.68. So
yeah, so because you've got some rings to show off here
this
morning, some of those titles, big number ones on there. Look at that. So you're going for another one this weekend, probably, yeah?
Yeah, these are for the World Championship. Yeah. So 2024 was my rookie season in the funny car category, and won the World Championship, and then went back to back in 2025, and hopefully we can go for a three-peat this year. But we got a lot of work cut out for us. We switched teams over the off season and kind of building from ground up after working on the package that won these championships for over 7 years, getting that fine-tuned to dominate like we did. And we started from ground zero again this winter. And, we're making a lot of progress. That run that they showed earlier, that was our first win this season. We won 7 races in, and we truly do have a race car that can compete for a win every weekend right now. So I won here in Norwalk last year, and I'm looking to do that again.
Yeah. Speaking of the car,
Let's say, what is a funny car?
Yeah, well, the funny car isn't funny because it's very, very fast. But also, how's it built, I guess, for lack of a better?
So a funny car back in the early 70s when they were created, it was a street car that was like severely modified. And nobody really knows why they called them funny cars. I guess because they looked funny. Like nobody has an honest answer. And anymore, they're purpose built. We build a specific chassis for the funny car, and then it's got a carbon fiber shell over top of it, which is the body. Multiple manufacturers make them. Obviously, mine is a Ford Mustang. And the aero package is really important on these race cars because you are accelerating so fast. You want it to be, slick and sleek, but you also want it to make downforce, to make traction. So yeah, there's a lot that goes into it. It has a V8 in it with a supercharger on it. Makes 13,000 horsepower. Not 1,300, 13,000. You heard that correctly. Out of 8 cylinders. So it's over 1,000 horsepower per cylinder, which is more than any other professional motorsport in their entire engine.
Wow.
So yeah, it's quite the beast.
Yeah, well, you're just getting started. Everybody's kind of getting to the area, getting everything in place. Qualifiers start tomorrow and Saturday, right? So you got to get into that 16, when you got to get one of those spots, right, for Sunday?
Yeah, for sure. You know, each qualifying run is so important because you kind of build, in this motorsport, you kind of build your package off the last run that you made. So Q1 is really important, making sure you make a nice clean pass, and then you have something to build off the rest of the weekend, and you don't really get behind the 8 ball. So looking forward to you know, qualifying session 1 tomorrow, and hopefully we make a nice clean pass, and then we can push when the conditions are cool. These racetracks make more grip when the track is colder. So when the sun starts going down, the grip levels go up, and then you can really, you know, unleash all that horsepower.
Yeah, it all plays, it all factors in.
Yeah, it's quite the science. I'm you know, very fortunate that I get to drive it because I am not smart enough to.
Yeah, the rest of your family's doing all the
things.
that.
They got all the brains, and they left me with the cojones.
You just, exactly. Yeah, you just have to have the reaction time, and you got to be able to steer that baby. So when people come out, what can they expect?
NHRA drag racing is so unique. Every ticket is a pit pass. You buy a general admission pass. You can walk right into the pits. You can get from me to you to all the race car drivers, the crew members, the race cars. These race cars, they only run for 3.8 seconds, but when it comes back to the pit, the entire engine gets disassembled. And then it gets reassembled in 30 minutes. And fired back up. So the fans can come back and watch these crew members rip this hot engine apart, put it back together, and then watch us drag it up to the starting line, run up to the stands, and watch the car make the pass. So it really is so accessible. There's no other professional sport in the world that, you know, gives you that access for a general admission pass. So yeah, it's loud, it's exciting, it ignites your senses, and you can't see a race car go that quick anywhere else.
No, and you can see it in Norwalk coming up this weekend. Everything with the qualifiers, as I mentioned, start tomorrow, Saturday. Big race day is on Sunday, and this is the 75th anniversary of NHRA. So it's important, it's special. So we want everybody to come out and see it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to have you know, old fans, new fans out there. Come by, say hi, and I'll do whatever you ask.
Okay. Well, just go fast.
Go fast.
Okay? Yeah.
Stay safe.
Good luck. Thanks for being here today.
Cool. Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah.